Hello, everyone. I am Ryan Clifton Bowling. Thank you for joining me once again. As you guys already know, I've been covering a lot of videos. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but I'd say a significant number of videos dealing with this transgenderism and the deviancy that is being pushed upon our young people, young children. And I feel a need to press that issue because it's getting worse and worse and worse. And so I was reading an article from one of my favorite news sites, Breitbart News, and I found something that was pretty disturbing, but not altogether uncommon. An actor, I'm not going to give his name fully, I'm going to give his name after I read the article, is allegedly accused of sexual misconduct in terms of language among with a minor. So I'm going to read this article, which is a relatively short article. I'm going to read this article, and then I'm going to give you guys my commentary on what I believe is going on here and what I believe is the bigger picture. So let's get right into our conversation, shall we? Or rather, the reading of this article. The article is titled Game of Thrones actor Joseph Gatt, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, arrested for alleged sexual communication with a minor. Actor Joseph Gatt, who played Thenn Warg, that's Thenn, Fine Warg, I guess, on HBO's Game of Thrones, and is next set to star in DC Entertainment's Black Adam, was arrested in Los Angeles last week for allegedly engaging in, quote, online sexually explicit communication with a minor. Gatt was reportedly arrested on April 6 after the Los Angeles Police Department's Crime Against Children Task Force began investigating him after receiving a tip he had been engaged in online sexually explicit communication with a minor across state lines, according to People. Gatt also had outstanding felony warrant for his arrest stemming from a similar incident involving a minor victim, police relayed to Fox News Digital. He was arrested for contact with a minor for a sexual offense, noted the outlet. Police are now seeking to identify any additional victims following Gatt's arrest. Gatt also appeared in NCIS New Orleans and had minor roles in Ray Donovan and True Detective. He was released from the Los Angeles County Jail on $5,000 bail. Gatt denied the allegations against him in an Instagram statement on Wednesday. I obviously want to address the absolutely horrifying, completely untrue allegations recently leveled against me. They are 100% categorically wrong and reckless, he said. I have confirmed errors and misleading information in today's press release. I am fully cooperative with police and LAPD to get to the bottom of this. I look forward to clearing my good name, he added. Thank you to all of my friends and supporters who know this is untrue and understand for legal reasons I cannot comment further on social media. The LAPD asked the public in its release to report, quote, any suspected inappropriate contact with a minor or knowledge of child sexual abuse material on the internet, end quote. It's the end of that article. You can read the rest of it on your own free time. But first and foremost, let me just say that I know nothing about this actor. I hardly watch any modern TV shows or modern movies. I hardly go to the movies. I hardly watch any of the modern TV shows except those that are independently run. And part of the reason for that is because they're too woke for me. All this agenda pushing, I can't get with it, so I don't hardly watch them. They hold no interest to me. So that's their right there. So I don't know anything about this man. So this video is not a judgment on who he is as an actor or who he is as a person. In fact, as the article states, the title of the article states, these are allegations, and he was arrested on allegations that he was involved in sexual misconduct online with a minor. These are allegations. But let's assume, now I'm giving you my commentary on this, it's my opinion, but I'm going to give you this straight from the heart. Let's assume that these allegations are true and that he did involve himself into some kind of sexually explicit communication with a minor, it would make sense. Now, you may ask what I mean would make sense. Well, look at the zygotes of our community, the zygotes of our society. Look at what's going on. First, let's deal with President Biden, the Biden administration. The Biden administration, well, President Biden said in a speech several weeks ago, he got up and said, we want to, and I'm paraphrasing his words, but we want to affirm transgender children. In other words, children who want to be transgender. So you have a boy that feels like he's a girl and thinks he's a girl, so he starts acting like a girl or saying he's a girl. We want to affirm that. We want to encourage you in that act. Vice versa, the other way around. Basically, that's what he's saying. We want to encourage you in your deviant sexual behavior. We want to encourage you with this. Instead of saying, these children need to be taught, where's the parents, why are they thinking this way, why are they feeling this way? It seems to be something's not right, something's off kilter. And instead of saying that, he gets up as the president of the United States and says, we affirm this deviant sexual behavior. And let me say this right up front. And this is just from my perspective. I believe in right and wrong. Some things may be neutral. I get that. Some things that are not clear, I get that. But far as I'm concerned, this is clearly an issue of right and wrong. It is unnatural for children, or anyone for that matter, but really especially dealing with children, from my perspective, it is wrong, or something is definitely wrong for a child 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 years old talking about, I have a desire to be the other sex, so I want somebody to affirm that. So if I'm a boy and I feel like I want to be a girl, I can just be a girl. I'm a girl now. If I'm a girl and I feel like I want to be a boy, I can just be a boy. That's what transgenderism is. You change into the other gender based on what you feel. You have a president, the leader of the free world, getting up and giving a speech before millions of people to affirm this kind of lifestyle and deviancy among innocent-minded young people. So now he's spreading that spirit. People tend to take on the characteristics of their leader. And when you have a leader in office, whether it's on a local level, state level, or federal level, teaching and pushing this kind of agenda, then of course, that spirit and mentality is going to attach itself among the people. People who are empty-headed, in my opinion. And I know those are strong words. But people who are empty-headed, they lack knowledge. They've been brainwashed by a lot of this rigmarole and rhetoric that's being pushed upon them. They're going to embrace that. So you have a president that pushes this kind of deviancy. Then you have the entertainment industry. You have Walt Disney. You have leaders in Walt Disney, in Disneyland, saying that we're going to create a task force that's going to push the LGBTQ, elemental P, whatever. I like what Anthony Brown Logan said, elemental P, whatever you want to call it. Pushing this agenda, this transgender radical sexual agenda on innocent youth. And they literally, the CEO or the leader, I think he was the CEO, or he was somebody of prominent power in Disney, saying we're going to push against this. We're going to oppose it. We're going to oppose that parental law in Florida and other states. We're going to oppose this because they really want to push this mentality and this ideology upon the young people. So now you have the entertainment industry pushing it. It's in the movies. It's in the commercials. It's in the sitcoms. It's in the TV shows. This type of sexual deviancy. Okay, then we go to the educational institution. You have professors on college campuses, teachers in kindergarten schools, kindergarten to 12th grade, with blue hair, getting on Instagram and TikTok, talking about, well, I'm a transgender, I'm a cis this, I'm a this, I'm a that, and whatever other gender neutral term that they use. Confusing, pushing this sexual confusion upon the young people. So, and then last but not least, you have the religious institution pushing the same type of Not all of them, but a significant number of them pushing the same type of sexual deviancy towards the congregation. So it's to be expected that if these allegations against this actor is true, that he would act that way. Why not? You're surrounded by it in politics. You're surrounded by it in educational system. You're surrounded by it in the entertainment industry himself. And you're surrounded by it in religion. Why not? Might as well go ahead and be that way. The zygus, the spirit that we are surrounded by pushes this agenda. So I'm not accused saying that he actually have done it. As I said earlier, this is not a video judging whether or not he did it or not. Okay, these are allegations. Okay, they're allegations. So I'm not here judging him. So I don't want anybody to say, well, you judging him. I'm not judging him. I'm trying to create a scenario for my commentary and my point of view of if in fact he is guilty of this, because the article even states that he was also charged with some previous sexual misconduct. Where'd that come from? You know, I don't know. But I'm just trying to paint a scenario here. He's surrounded by it. That spirit, that zygus, that mentality is permeated, is being pushed in all the institutions. You can't go anywhere and not see it. So it seems it would seem reasonable that he would act that way. And you're probably going to see more celebrities coming out of the blue or coming out of the green or coming out of the red or whatever else you want to call it, accused of these sexually deviant behaviors. But this just goes to show you, man, this just goes to show you what is being pushed here. Now, let me, in the conclusion of my video, I want to bring this out. And I've said it in previous videos. Where is this coming from? Why this push? I believe that America has been infiltrated, going back decades, by Marxists and communist politicians and Marxist and communist leaders who infiltrated our political realm, entertainment realm, religious realm, and educational realm. And one of the methods that they use, and this was used in other communist countries such as China and Russia and other countries, one of the methods that they use is corruption of the sexual positions of the people in that society. They push and promote sexual deviancy. They push and promote homosexuality and lesbianism. They push and promote this. Why? They do it to break down. Part of the reason they do it is to break down the defenses of the people. Because if you're confused sexually and you're confused in terms of your senses, it's easier to control you and to brainwash you with communist and Marxist ideology. So once you reach the age of accountability or the age of adulthood, then when it comes time for you to vote, who are you going to vote for? You're going to vote for left-leaning politicians to keep those type of individuals in power. It's a power grab. And it's been this way, as far as I'm concerned, for decades. So that's why they put this as a Marxist push, a Marxist ideology. That's why it's important to get these people out of here. And the other reason that I believe that this kind of zygus, this kind of mentality is being pushed in all these institutions is because the midterms is coming up. Now, I'm speculating. I'm giving you my commentary. I'm giving you my opinion. The midterms is coming up. And so these people on the far left, they got to poison the minds of the young people and poison the minds of the general public as much as they possibly can. They got to confuse you as much as they possibly can. Get you so messed up you don't know which end is which. You don't know right from wrong. You don't know up from down. So when it comes time to vote, you don't know what to do. You're confused. That's the purpose. The purpose is to confuse you, to disorient you psychologically, to disorient you spiritually so that you don't know what to do when it comes time to vote. But that's just my commentary on this. Like I said, these are allegations to this actor. But if this is true, then it makes sense. We're surrounded by this kind of atmosphere. So what do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, share this video, and subscribe. God bless you all and see you again.